Hello friends and enemies, I'm Joelle Therese and we're about to go on a one-on-one blind date hosted by 222. A few weeks ago, I went to a singles-only event hosted by 222 and the next day they set me up on a blind date with someone I met at the event. I got to the restaurant for our dinner date a little bit early, so I headed over to this vintage shop right across the street. While I was browsing through the store and killing time, I was also having some first date jitters because I have not been on a date in the US in almost 2 years. If you've been on my channel for a while, you know all about the unhinged travel flings I had in 2024. And if you've been around longer, then you also know about the hinge date who happened to be my bus buddy from high school that I dated in 2023. As it got to around 6 o'clock, I headed over to the restaurant and I was just kind of reminding myself, I was like, Joelle, it's a first date, you're gonna have fun, it's gonna be fine, you're gonna have some good food. I initially wanted to sit outside, but it got really hot and it was still really sunny out, so I asked to be moved inside. I also saw on the menu that they had green wine from Portugal, and I was like, okay, if anything, I'll at least have one of my favorite drinks from one of my favorite countries in the world. As I was flipping through some of these icebreakers on the 222 app, I looked up and I was like, oh my gosh, are you my blind date? And it turned out to be someone from my table at the 222 singles only event. Once we had our dinner and I had convinced him to order green wine with me, we headed over to the second event for the date, which was this charcoal drawing class at Studio Slew. There were other 222 groups who were at this class and they kept asking us, who else was at your table? And we're like, it was just us two. Once we got ourselves some wine, we looked around the studio for a bit before getting some easels near the back of the classroom, so we didn't have to worry about people judging us for how badly we were drawing. Once we sat down, we noticed that our cups were leaking, so my date kept getting new plastic cups so that we could stack it, but that kept leaking again, so he had to get us paper cups. The charcoal drawing class was more of a drawing session because we didn't get any instructions, we just had a model, and the person who was leading the session was like, okay, you have 5 minutes now, draw. While our drawings are not going to be hung in the Met anytime soon, we are going to be going on a second date, so like and comment for date 2, I guess.